So now that we're done learning what's called match grip, where the wrists are up, not French, where the thumbs are up, we want to talk about what's called the rebound stroke. When you play a drum, what you do is your wrist goes up. And like I said, you want space in the fingers. You don't want it to be like that. So when your wrist goes up, you want this breathing room here. Wrist goes up, okay? You can do it with both if you want. Just do it with one, actually. And then the stick goes down. Well, if you're holding it loose enough, what happens is that. In other words, the stick comes back up on its own. We call that rebound. So when I go down with the wrist, the stick comes right back up to where it started from. That is the first exercise you want to do as a drummer. And do it about 8 times on each hand. So once again, the goal, going back to that thing we talked about, stick heights, you see how my stick is directly up from the pad or the drum? What you want to do is you want to allow the wrist to go up and then back down, but the stick, rebound, brings the stick back up to this point. It's going to take some practice. Okay, so you want the stick to come right back up to where it started. Do that about 8 times on each hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other hand. Start in an upward motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A couple things about this. If you don't throw your wrist down fast enough, you're not going to get a lot of rebound, because what gives us rebound is actually velocity. The amount of pressure that you're putting down on the stick is what makes it come up. If I don't bring the wrist down to the drum fast enough, I get about that much rebound. So that's what this teaches you. It teaches you how much force to push down for the stick to come back up on its own. And eventually you just learn how much force that is, so that it's not too much or it's not a wimpy stroke. Because really what we're trying to do is we're trying to build 2 things. We're trying to build rebound, and we're also trying to build how much velocity or force should my wrist put down on this drum from that initial motion for the stick to come back up. The exercise is 8 on each hand and then 8 together, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you'll notice if I pause, if you look at my hand, it's really open, okay? So I'm using my wrist as well as my fingers to help that stick go down, and the fingers follow the stick back up. That is the rebound stroke.